Welcome, guys. Today's a special episode. We got someone who's been here with us since the beginning of our fucking journey.
Shit,
Give yourself a fucking introduction,
Shit,
bro.
Yo, I think you guys already know me, right? For 4 years already.
4 years for sure. 4
True
years.
shit. And my name is Rafael de Moraes. But you can just call me Rafa, it's easier, you know.
Call me Rapha. It's Rafa with an F, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember for 4 years long I used to write your name wrong, bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing, man.
I keep putting
Like
the
OG
TH in there.
Rafael.
No, but that's okay, you know. And that's, well, I like to write my name with the PH when I'm here. Not in official documents and shit for school, but like when people ask me or when I send on texting or whatnot, I just say, yo, my name is Rafa, and shit, like with PH, you know. Because I think it looks cooler, you know.
Alias.
It's like an alias. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that, you know. And because Rafa with F, I don't know, man. It's too Latin.
True though.
Too Latin name, if you know what I mean. It's a common name.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not-
It's
Really in Brazil? Or a lot of? How many
Not
Rafaels
yet.
do you know?
One or two.
'Cause I
And they're
think
not even my friends.
bro.
fair enough.
I'm talking about that football life, bro.
I mean,
Like I always see Rafa as a Brazilian player, bro.
For real? There's always a
real, bro. Yeah,
Brazilian
man.
Rafael player.
I remember the first thought associated to you, like from me when I saw you was.
when you saw that
Bro,
weird guy,
it was
tall
football, bro.
motherfucker
It was
coming to the
football.
room,
It was like,
yeah.
fuck, finally someone that I
Shit,
can
man.
like
Cool shit, man.
Facts.
talk about that shit, you know, like
Facts.
It's good to know, man.
South American blood, you know.
It was interesting, right? Like you guys talked with like the other guests a lot about like the introduction and how it was weird to get adapted
Exactly.
to the Netherlands, I guess, and,
True.
and that was cool to see like Latin American people close as well, you know, that could feel the same thing I was feeling.
True.
They could relate way better on the way I saw it and see it still.
Yeah,
You know, till
Fair
this
enough.
day, then if I say to some Dutch people, I think this like that because of this and that, they'd be like, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
They
You
can't
know,
relate.
You know, I'd be like,
they don't know the context
True
we
shit,
live in,
man.
you know what I mean? But the thing is, something I also kind of learned is that when you meet someone from your own like culture in a different place, you get to be in a different way with them, you know?
okay.
Because back home, I wouldn't like connect with so much people like I connect with them here. But at the same time, it's the same people that I could find back home. You know what I mean? But
Is it?
I think it's because we're in
Is it the same people?
Roland. Maybe I was just
True,
telling him
true.
today that it's so weird that we didn't connect it back home. Like we never crossed each other's path. And we did it here, but the fact that we're in a different environment and we're really seeking
That made you closer.
Yeah, right. We're really
That's what I
seeking
think,
that
that's-
common ground.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. Like it's not the same people, you know. Because somehow I'm not the same guy as I was in Brazil.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? So maybe if I met you there,
Wouldn't be the same.
myself being that guy and yourself being your
Yeah.
younger self,
Yeah.
we couldn't connect. But here, due to the whole environment, experience, reasons and vibes, we connected.
Same aspirations,
You know?
and
Damn,
shit.
now you're
And-
saying something.
And I think we did because we had that upper connection right there, which is being Latin, I guess.
True,
you know?
True, we're having the background.
And it's crazy because Brazil is so far away from Curacao, man.
But still,
There's
there's crazy connection between the two.
crazy, right? Like
Yeah, it's.
there's
know, man,
more
I think
connection with Brazil
it's-
for me personally than let's say a English island in the Caribbean.
Facts.
That's way closer.
Really?
Like a Cayman Islands,
man.
yeah, for sure.
For sure, bro. Like
Even if you look at the carnival, bro, like the entire island community carnival is based on the Brazilian carnival. Like
Alright.
that's what we look up
that
to.
nudity, bro.
It's part of it, man. Like the bikinis and like
Fair,
the
man.
big feathers and stuff. Like
Yeah, man.
we got that from Brazil, bro. That's
Sure,
where
but you guys have your own spice to it.
That's
exactly.
true.
We gave it our own twist,
You
but
know?
we do have to give props where props due.
Fair
You know,
enough,
we gotta
man.
give
Appreciate
credit.
that.
We gotta give
even
credit.
play,
that.
we even play like Brazilian music in our parades. Some
Oh,
samba.
Exa- bro.
That's cool, man.
We need that.
True shit, man.
Cause what is the original or the traditional Brazilian music? Is it samba?
Yeah, we can say it's samba, and
Yeah?
it's vertents, and it's you know,
Tense.
how can you say it? It's developed genres from it, genres that developed from it.
From samba.
From samba,
Okay.
you know.
So samba is the root, though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Because samba, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I know, what I've learned from school and what I've read myself. If I'm
Yeah.
wrong, yeah.
No,
fair
this
enough.
is your experience.
True shit. And thing is, samba came from the slaves, you know, that came from Africa.
Okay.
All that percussion type of beat
Uh-huh.
kind of vibe. It came from the slaves, you know. It
Right.
wasn't like Portuguese music, or it has heavy influence from Africa, you know.
Damn, okay.
Because those tribes had percussion as instruments
Yeah,
in
yeah.
music
That's
back in the
crazy.
fucking, you know, 110
Another
and
common
shit like
ground,
this.
bro. Like,
True.
even in history, we're still connected, man.
True. It's crazy.
Because if it came from Africa, basically we have some elements that are the same, bro. You know what I mean? There's some things in
Dude.
our music is the same as yours because
Facts.
it came from the same origin, you know.
True.
Like it's,
From the same place.
Exactly, man.
And that's the thing. I don't know if any European person can say like, "Yo, this element is also present
Part
in
of-
your music," or you know, like, there's no common ground, you know.
Yeah, true, man.
That's the thing I
I mean, you
appreciate.
can compare the Brazilian type of carnival music, or even Caribbean carnival type of music, to Dutch type of carnival type of music, man.
Can, bro.
Though.
You can compare.
It ain't the same. It's too
Something
different.
Bro,
It's like
worlds, man.
comparing a frog to a lizard. Like,
True shit.
there's
Yeah,
nothing in
for
there that makes me remind or gives me a feeling, oh shit, this is familiar, or it makes me move a bit, you
Not at
know,
all,
like,
man.
whoa.
I mean, sorry for the Dutch out there, but it cringes me out, bro. Oh man, it cringes me out, bro.
it's not for everyone.
Fun.
It's not for everyone. The
Yeah,
Dutch carnival
it
music,
isn't.
it has its
What
own
I-
little. Yeah.
What I admire about
Flavor.
it is the behavior. You know, that's
like it releases from people.
exactly.
Okay, yeah,
I
fair enough.
admire the way that I'm not. To be honest, like in Curacao Carnival, it's about the dresses and the costumes and shit, but also
yeah.
everyone is trying to look at their best, bro. It's about
Exactly.
being perfect. It's about
Exactly.
making the best. And
The
here,
attire.
yeah, and here it's more about let's just fucking have
Yeah.
fun.
Exactly.
You know? Wear a
Yeah.
fucking
True,
onesie.
man.
You know, like-
Yo, now that you say that, that is mad accurate.
man.
Like the priorities are completely different. In the Caribbean and in Brazil, it's probably
Yes and no, because Carnival has its whole like let's get hammered and have sex as much as possible
True.
to
aspect
it,
as well.
you know,
True.
which is cool and it's a big part of it because the biggest part of Carnival in Brazil is the street carnival.
Exactly.
You know?
when you walk the parade, right?
exactly.
Same as
And we
us.
have
Yeah.
big ass ones, man. We have for every taste. You know, we have like straight, gays, military,
Sex
only
is
woman,
something.
only you know, like
Yeah,
just everything's. You can go everywhere, and people will be open to it. You know, and that's the cool part. You know, well, in terms of behavior, people are as crazy as here, and you know,
True.
I think people are crazy everywhere.
Because yeah,
you
I'm
know?
not sure if, for example, here it's also about like who has the best suits and who has.
Yeah,
the,
but street carnival is. I think it's not about it. You know, it's more about like people you're gonna know and crazy shit you're gonna see because you always see crazy shit happen and you get hammered and you like find as many chicks you can get.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the whole point. So we do, and then we have the more like fancy carnival, if you will, with the big cars with a bunch of like, you know, ornaments and shit, and people just walk in this big ass street we call it Sambódromo. It's like this.
Sambódromo.
It's like a samba drum, you know.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's this big ass avenue with like.
Is it in Rio?
Yeah, it's in Rio. With
Okay.
seats, you know, where people can see, and there's like a team, like we call it samba schools.
Samba schools.
Yeah, and the best one who delivers the most beautiful, best samba, best music, best ornaments, best costume, best cars, they win.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
and they're judged by like a team of judges.
I think that part in Curacao is more important than it is in Brazil. That part about having the best costumes
True.
and telling a story with your whole, so it's not that much about just getting hammered.
No, it's a competition
it's-
almost. in
It's about the
Curacao.
beauty, it's about
True.
and the history.
Yeah, and everybody wants to be part of like the winning team in Curacao as well. Like,
True.
for example, if last year, let me say a random name, fucking Kunuku had
Happy
a
Peanuts.
Happy Peanuts won like the best suits. The next year, everybody is trying to get into Happy Peanuts first.
And they charge like 5,000, 6,000.
Yeah, it's
shit.
To get
crazy,
in
bro.
that
It's
crew.
crazy. It's
Alright.
what? It's for like 2 fucking days, man. 2 fucking
It's
days.
like 2 parades.
All right.
Yeah.
And they go over the whole night, or?
Yeah.
What is
So-
by day? And what is by night?
Okay.
And they have this ceremony at the end. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Ceremony is at the beginning.
Yeah.
They have this,
Celebration.
how do you call it? An ending, right?
Okay.
And it's called Kimamomo.
All right.
So at this point, they have this big fucking doll. And they burn that shit up.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Classical movie.
and they burn that shit up, and that's like the ending of the parade season, the
Yeah,
carnival
man.
season.
Okay.
And when that happens, it's crazy, bro. Everybody's screaming
The
like,
last day, bro.
Like everybody's like, yeah, but everybody's hyped.
Look,
Everybody's
the
drunk.
funny thing is, if you don't know the context and the history, it would look like, what the fuck? Bro, it's a doll. It's a human doll,
It's a
And-
big
But what's the
human
point
doll.
of burning it? What is the,
The
symbolism
point is,
behind
the
it?
symbolism is it's not evil, but like it's your sins. So
Okay,
all your
so you're
over now.
Yeah,
Refreshing.
Yeah.
exactly.
Or renovating. Yeah.
You're burning up all the sins you
Carnival
did.
is
Fair
done.
enough.
No more
During,
carnival.
exactly.
For the year that comes
Yeah,
in.
totally.
So would you say that the year starts after Carnival?
Kind
In a
of,
way,
kind of, because
In a way.
after Carnival we have this tradition that we have to go to church and we have to get this crucifix on our head
Okay.
from ash. I don't know how did it call it?
Shinishi.
Yeah, we call it shinishi, which if you translate it to English means gray.
Let me
Okay.
But yeah, give
let
it-
me
give an
explain it the
explanation.
Bible way.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not sure about it, but Jesus went 40 days without eating for some reason. He fasted for something. I don't know. if
That's
you're familiar.
40 days before Easter, right? And
Exactly.
that's-
So that season, it's called Quaresma
Yeah.
for us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. For
And-
me too.
And it starts with burning carnival. So that's
So
how we
as-
transition into the
So
season.
Carnival ends with the burning doll, and then
we
Quaresma.
start
Then we-
Quaresma.
yeah.
So
Then we
every,
have Easter. And
so
then-
here's
fair
the funny
enough.
thing, bro. Like in carnival, everyone gets wasted, right?
And we get fucked.
Fair enough, man.
But the reason
enough.
is because after carnival, you gotta be like Jesus. They're gonna go 40
Fair
days
enough,
without
man. You're gonna
doing.
burn all the sins you just had done
Exactly.
in a doll anyway.
It's
so.
like you're cleansing your body. you
Yeah,
know?
fair enough. It's like just before you go, when you die,
True.
Probably when you die, you burn your sins, and now you're ready to step into heaven.
Exactly. It's the next move.
If
You
you want
know?
to believe on that angle, yeah.
Facts.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but
Oh no,
it's
but
been
it's-
nice, man.
it's
I haven't
funny.
seen your question that's sparked up this whole conversation. Well, it's the most popular Brazilian music.
Yeah.
We have samba, which is a pretty big one. I think that's the cliche
It's
one.
the major.
Yes, it's star type, which is in a bad star type, and we
Really?
do have the. Huh?
Oh, I thought you said it was a bad.
No,
star.
which isn't
Oh,
a
no.
bad star type. It's just star type, and we have pagode. I would say pagode.
Pagode.
Yeah, pagode is like a chiller samba, It's like the one from FIFA 2004. The eu já fazemos tudo nessa vida.
Yeah, man. Oh, shit.
Espera aí da minha vida. That's pagode. That's pagode.
Okay.
It's more chill, It's not that.
Shout out to FIFA.
Yeah, shout out to FIFA,
Shout out
man.
to E.
Very chill, man.
FIFA with with the
And then we
soundtrack.
have like more bossa,
Bossa Nova.
Yeah,
Bossa
yeah,
Nova.
and jazz, kinda, and that's the other type. We call it like MPB, which is música popular brasileira.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's Brazilian popular music,
Mhm.
and that's more like it has a big impact on society too, because when you had the dictatorship,
Uh-huh.
a lot of those artists started like
protesting. with the
yeah,
music.
and putting their
Bro.
voice out there, and a lot of them got like tortured and even killed or like.
Fuck.
Well, so that's like more
Expats.
political music.
Yeah, back then was.
Okay.
Now
Fuck
it's
with-
more
I
like.
fuck with Brazilian jazz.
Yeah, more it's like romantic type of shit.
Now.
You know? Yeah. Back then too, but on those years of dictatorship, it was big because it was like. It was a, how can you say, like
Like a revolution.
yeah, like escape kind of. It was somewhere where people could escape and tell what they wanted without being oppressed,
Judged.
you know, because they
shit.
could use metaphors and shit like this.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
So they used that music, and that became pretty big.
But they fuck
you
them
know?
anyways.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
But
Intense.
yeah, that's popular music, man.
That's also Brazilian jazz, popular music.
Yeah. Bossa Nova, yeah, I can say
Crazy,
that.
man.
But we can't talk about Brazilian music and not mention baile funk. Tell us about
Shit,
baile.
man, you did your homework,
Tell
right?
us about baile funk. Rafa.
Fair enough. You mind if I smoke a little ciggy here, man?
Smoke away, bro. I'm just gonna
Thanks,
open
man.
my window, you know.
Thanks, bro.
Hey. Yeah, man. What's
Oh,
the
yeah,
name?
man.
Baile
Baile
funk.
funk.
Baile-
Baile funk.
Wait.
Baile funk.
Baile funk.
Yeah, baile funk.
Baile-
But I say
Baile
baile
funk.
funk.
Baile funk.
Baile funk.
Listeners, just type up, go on YouTube and type up baile funk. Viewers discretion advised though.
Yeah, man, I mean, have you ever watched Elite Squad?
Yeah, that was the. Is it about the kids?
No, it's like.
It's a Brazilian.
It's the biggest Brazilian movie ever. It's not City of God.
City of God, yeah.
yeah,
City
no.
of God, yeah. That's the one with children, yeah. City of God, yeah. That one's.
Shout out to that movie.
Oh, City of God.
No, City of God's in my heart, man.
Bro,
Watched
that-
it,
that
bro.
one
You sent
hits
me the
me,
link,
bro.
bro.
Oh shit, did you?
Crazy, bro.
City of God just hits me, and also the progression of the characters in that movie, bro. It just hits me, bro.
It's just crazy,
it
man.
is sometimes sad though.
It is.
It is,
Really,
man.
it really
Yes.
plays with your emotions.
It does. But it's real, man. It's fucking raw.
Yeah, man, it's Rio in its 60s, I guess.
But what's Elite Squad?
Elite Squad is another movie. Well, apparently it's not as big in Brazil. It's as big as City of God.
Fair enough.
And do you know Pablo Escobar from Narcos, the guy who did it?
From Narco.
Who
You know
made
Nar-
Narcos?
You know Narcos,
Of
right?
course,
you know
yeah.
Pablo Escobar,
The character.
the character.
Yeah.
Remember him? The
Yeah,
fat
of
dude?
course, yeah.
You know, so
He's
this
fire.
guy, the guy who did it was a Brazilian guy. He was a Brazilian actor.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
No way.
And this guy did like.
You heard that?
That's how he broke through. you know?
Pablo from
In
Narco.
Elite Squad?
Yeah.
He's a Brazilian.
No way.
And then he was because he was the captain on that movie. Like it's about this captain of the Rio's. How can you say? Elite Squad.
Okay,
Rio's
okay.
Elite Squad.
What's
And-
Rio's Elite Squad? It's like a force.
Yeah, it's like
Police
SWAT.
team.
It's like SWAT.
Ah, okay,
you know,
okay,
if
okay,
you will.
okay.
But
It's
they.
a police movie.
Yeah, but they are like.
Fuck a cop.
With
They,
guns and shit. I love those.
but they are like. You know, I don't know, man. SWAT. It's playing on the kindergarten for these guys.
Okay,
You know.
okay.
You know, they
that next
SWAT
level.
cannot go in the favelas in the middle of the night, starting shooting.
Hell no.
You know, like
Yeah, man.
That's
they
another ball
can't
game.
do it, man.
Brazil is
Favelas
another
is
ball
an
game.
Army, you know what I mean? Like
True, it's a
it's an
network.
army, bro.
It's
Like
a
how you
drug
gonna...
network.
True shit.
But
And it-
what happens in the movie?
Yeah, it tells a story about this guy who is gonna have a son, and he wants to like find somebody else to replace him as captain. You know,
Okay.
and the movie hovers all around his how can I say, he's trying to find somebody
Okay.
to replace him. You know. And there's two guys. That's about the story about them too. There are two guys that are supposed to replace him. You know, so it talks about them and how they deal with the situation, and the movie unravels around that. And it's pretty cool, man. It shows a lot of the reality of my city, you know, and that's.
Oh shit.
And also
I mean, if I
the
can watch a
baile?
few
What's the
guys,
name of
yeah,
it?
it shows the baile, you know. It
Yeah?
shows the
The
baile.
Elite Squad?
Yeah, Elite Squad.
I have to
We're
watch
gonna
it.
post that on our Insta.
Yeah, guys.
The Elite
It's a
Squad.
recommendation for
Yeah,
this week.
Get it.
Watch it, man. It's fucking good movie, man. And I'll send you the link with like English subtitles and shit.
I
Okay,
forgot
okay.
the links, bro.
Okay,
For real.
okay, link us up.
Alright, bro.
I
Damn.
mean, that's how I've been watching like all the football games, you know.
True.
You gotta have them links, man. UFC too, bro. You guys fuck with UFC?
Not that
Nah.
much, bro. Not that much.
I fuck with the highlights.
Squad.
Fair, man. There's some
Yeah.
crazy shit going on, man.
Fuck with the highlights.
I like highlights. I like the highlights. This is
But
one
yeah, man.
fighter, man.
We were gonna ask you though about like
Yeah.
what are like the main differences for you when it comes to Europe and South America and the lifestyle and
Okay.
it could be positive, it could be negative.
Well, overall, I think like if you want to go into the society itself, it's way more safe. You feel safer.
Facts.
It's great.
Facts.
You don't have to worry about shit. You can come at your place walking from the center. Even in Amsterdam, the biggest city, it works the same.
2 a.m.
You can just be listening to
high as
music or
fuck.
smoking your ciggy, just chilling.
Facts.
And you don't have to be careful about like people come to mug you or stab you or some
That's
shit.
true.
True.
The probability is very, very low. Super low compared to South America.
Well,
compared to the Caribbean even. So
I mean, you still have our instincts. You're always looking around. You're always like aware of what's going on. More aware of like Dutch people. I think like when we are in an environment, I think we are more aware of what it's happening, and what could happen
exactly.
than a Dutch
Because we've been
person.
through, we've been through more.
Yeah,
That's
so.
Yeah.
And sometimes it might make us look paranoid. I always get
Yeah,
the
true.
feeling. Like I
True.
might tell someone to lock your bike,
True.
or close the door.
True
And
shit, man.
they might be like, chill, bro.
Like in the
Yeah.
gym, man, I see like the lockers. You can bring a lock with you
Mhm.
and just use it and lock it. A lot
True.
of people just leaving the lockers open and shit.
True, they don't
Yeah,
put a
man.
lock.
And I'll be like,
That's
dude,
like faith in humanity type
I'm just
thing,
gonna
bro.
get something that's cool hoodie out here just for you to fucking keep your eyes open, bitch.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I could have taken that cool hoodie, but I
No,
didn't.
but I think that's different.
No,
There'll
we're
be
doing
like a
it.
difference in culture, man.
I mean,
like-
culture-wise, what do you think?
Do you think it's a privilege?
It is.
It is, man.
If you can trust your society and the people around you, that is definitely a privilege.
It is, man.
That's crazy, bro.
It
That
is.
means that we are privileged.
Right now,
Yeah,
for sure.
That's true.
Sure.
That's true.
we
We are
are.
very privileged, man.
That's true.
And
Gotta
that's
be
something that I
thankful,
see
man.
people that don't realize much.
That's true.
How privileged
But
they
that's
are,
the thing.
And that
Some
can like
people-
annoys me.
Yeah. I mean, you have a point though, but sometimes you need to understand that those people, they know that they're privileged, bro, but they have the status of being privileged, and that's what makes them more mad. Because you're telling me, okay, you live here, so you must be privileged. You know what I mean? Because you must feel
But
safe.
for them, this privilege is something normal. The only thing that they've seen in their lives. That's
True.
what you mean?
Yeah, in a way, but also what I mean is like you said, like some people are privileged, but they don't know, they don't say.
They don't see it as a privilege.
Yeah.
because- Yeah, that's
But-
okay.
But that's the thing, they have the status of you're living in the Netherlands, so you're supposed to be safe. So that's the privilege you see, right? Because they're supposed to feel. But that's the thing, bro. It comes at a point that they don't feel as safe as the next Dutch person. You know what I mean? And that what makes them complain about everything like that, Even though they live here, you live here, so it's supposed to be safe for you. It's a better life than back home, right? But that's what makes them more mad because it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's not, because they're always gonna be subjected to some shit. You know what I mean? They're always gonna be put second and all that, So at a
True.
point, they don't even care about being safe, about locking my door, or because that doesn't even matter anymore, because they're already in a society that they're being
That's normal because that's
put
normal.
down. You know what I mean? Like
That's part of the culture, and that we go back to culture as well of people,
It's not good
and that's
though,
cool.
but still.
A culture of people not trying to take advantage from others. Like
True.
I was saying that I could have taken the hoodie, but I just thought like that.
yeah,
It's not a joke way, but people here don't even think about it. They're like, that's on their culture.
But that's
They're like,
the
that's
beauty
not
of
mine.
it as well.
And that's cool.
That
and that's,
is,
that's a
it
great
really
thing.
has something.
And that's a good difference in at least Brazilian culture, because I'm not saying that everybody tries to take advantage from you, but since it's a poor country and people is already always striving,
Struggling, yeah.
they're more lean to like, if I can get the opportunity
to grab something.
and
They'll
that's
take
from the
it,
poor, and that's so incorporated in the society and the culture itself that it like ranges from the poor people to the most
Yeah.
rich ones.
Highest
too,
rank.
But that's the sad thing, like you said, you won't grab the hoodie, of course, bro. But in some people's life, they take that decision and they still people still see them as the guy that grabs the hoodie. You know what I mean? Like that's my thing that I want to. That's my point that I want to make. You know, like
you're the only guy who does it.
Exactly.
True.
They think that you're the only guy who does it. So at that point, you being that guy.
Yeah.
You don't have any privilege.
So, yeah,
you know?
it is a disadvantage.
It's lost, bro. Like
it is a disadvantage for sure.
The thing that makes them more mad is because what you like. Okay, when you tell someone I live in the Netherlands without even telling them who you are or what skin color you have or whatever, right? Of course, they perceive that's a good country, man. You know what I mean? You're living in a good, you're safe, but. That's the thing that makes them more mad because it's supposed to be like that. I'm supposed to tell you, yeah, man, of course. But in a lot of situations, it's not. You know what I mean? Because in different aspects, it's more dangerous for them than just, being safe and, people won't mug you and stuff.
What aspects, though?
Like, they're the target of the law. That's one. That's... Second, racism, bro. That's like
fair enough.
Hardcore.
Oh,
bro.
fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, and then it takes all the privileges away, bro.
Point.
And then it's like, alright, I'm in a safe country, but live it in my perspective, and then you'll see like, whoa, is this really safe? You know what I mean? Like, even though you don't want to grab the hoodie, they might frame you for grabbing the hoodie.
True shit.
True. But I mean,
I get you, man.
But the thing is as well, not every Dutch person has that though.
That's true.
That's true, man.
My point is like if you just tell a black person or someone from the Caribbean, yo, you're living in the Netherlands and it's supposed to be okay.
True.
It's not the right thing to tell them. You know what I mean?
There is still. They are going to experience racism and bias and certain things still.
But you're gonna.
But you're also going to experience privilege because you are in a better position than a lot of people.
Those back home.
Yeah.
Those back home.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. And the opportunities that we're presented with here, you can't compare it basically from what you're going to get at home. So.
True.
And even that is limited. Even that,
because the competition's fierce. There's a lot of competition.
There's no competition, bro. Just unfair.
Unfair treatment.
Man. That's just what it is, bro.
Unfair
There's
treatment.
no competition, bro. Like, it's just.
That's true, man.
Yeah, man. But that's the thing about privilege,
Yeah, I gotta be thankful for it, man.
Yeah, man.
But you guys also gotta be aware of it.
Yeah, true.
You do have to be aware of it.
And also, like, identify for who does these privileges work, and not only this country is good. That's the thing.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to get, because Spain is also a good country, bro.
Spain is beautiful.
But I'm sure if
Vámonos.
you talk to a black person in there and tell them, yo, you live in Spain, it's supposed to be wonderful, they're gonna tell you, wait up, bro. It's not the way you think.
I do think Spain people, are more acceptive than Dutch people. Even though Dutch people are acceptive, Spain people, as soon as you're Latin, man, it doesn't matter at all. And it wouldn't matter, it won't matter if you're Latin or African or whatever you are. It won't, because I think Spanish people and Portuguese people and Brazilian people, but stay in the realm of Europe, those countries.
They're Latin, and the thing is, the culture is also very warm and caring for one another. So I do think you'll be less in tune to get in touch with racism, but it's definitely still gonna be there.
But that's social, the social part, okay.
Yeah.
But the system, it's still gonna happen, bro, and that's the sad thing.
But it's gonna happen everywhere if you think like that.
True. Yeah. True.
The thing is, some places less, some places more.
Back home it doesn't happen, but back home you're not advanced at here. You don't have all the opportunities.
But still, you have shit like colorism and stuff that happens. True.
But that's within our
the community.
Own culture.
True.
It's crazy. It's crazy how we're fighting against something, but at the same time,
we're also
we're also doing it in our own community. You know what I mean?
True.
It's because it's broken down in so many segments. It's hard to keep track of it.
And the thing is, also for a lot of black people, man, for so long they've been told that they're not beautiful, and that they're seen as less. So I think for a lot of people it's hard to deal with as well. It's hard to like start loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are, you know?
That's true.
And yeah, it is a topic that's not talked about often. Because for
But
so long, like a darker complexion had, people would like assume it or like connotate it to something negative. And it's horrible, man. It's like,
fucked up, man.
Yeah, man, it's horrible. Like,
And
to not accept
that
someone for
line
like
of
their fucking
thinking.
skin color, but it's beyond me, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is, man, and it's like that line of thought, right? It's now so like, how can I say, glued
Yeah, man.
to like the societies.
It's like
themselves.
unconsciously.
Yeah,
True.
and that's structural racism,
Yeah.
True.
right? Like for example, there's this guy, he was in Big Brother in Brazil, this reality show.
Oh shit,
Just-
they have it here too in the Netherlands.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a Dutch
true,
thing. It's
true.
a Dutch thing.
Big Brother.
Yeah,
I heard about it.
and he just like left the competition with like 98% of rejection.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I was seeing some podcasts with him, and he was talking about this. He's a black dude too. He's a
Okay.
black comedian, and he was talking about how this structural racism, that's what he calls, it's so in people's mind that we gotta let them know, you know, because nowadays everything is seen as how can you say, militancy is like people trying to push their
Agenda.
yeah,
Yeah.
over your head, you
Fair
know,
enough. Fair enough.
which it happens a lot, and that's a bad part of it. Too radical, and it annoys people, you know. But back to the structural racism thing, you gotta educate people because people
You
want
do.
to learn, man. If I commit
shit.
something like that, it's because I'm ignorant on that aspect, and
Real shit.
you know, you shouldn't be afraid to like tell me, and I shouldn't be
No,
afraid to
facts.
learn.
That's the thing.
You know?
That's the beauty.
You have to
If
be
you're
open
not-
to the
You know,
conversation.
like,
That's the
oh,
beauty.
okay, I was wrong because it isn't that cool.
That's the
Or
beauty, man.
if you wanna counter back or say you can, you know.
That's the beauty.
True.
Man.
And the thing is, for example, he was saying this example of this guy that was like this show. The one reporter, he was in the streets, you know, and he asked like this kid who was walking if he was gonna like, you know, do
Juggling.
the juggling,
Street performing.
Uh-huh.
in front of the traffic sign, you know.
Okay.
And this guy, the thing is, he was talking about it because this very same guy was talking shit about him,
Okay.
you know. And the thing is, because he thought that he didn't do anything wrong, but that's structural racism. That is, he asked the boy if he was gonna like juggle in front of the cars and shit.
Uh-huh.
And the boy comes to him and say, "No, I'm a aquatic polo, you know, polo."
Water polo.
Yeah, water polo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Water polo athlete.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna. I came to
Oh,
this
so
club
he
to
had the
train.
balls with him.
No, he was just dressed.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. For the guy, he thought he was dressed as a ball juggler.
Oh shit.
You know.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "No, man, I'm an athlete actually. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna practice a bit." And he was like, "Oh, no." He was like, "What?" Like, "Oh, okay." You know.
Who, the actor guy?
The reporter.
Okay,
The
okay.
reporter.
Oh, now I get it.
You
Now
know,
I
he
get
asked
it,
the guy, "You
yeah.
gonna ball juggle or some shit?" I was like, "No, man, I'm an athlete." And he goes, "Oh,
So the athlete was the black guy, right?
yeah.
Now I get it.
Yeah, the athlete was a black
Yeah.
guy, and he was wearing like simple clothes. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, I feel you.
You know, and the moment that he says like, he acts like, it's like, oh shit, for a guy like you,
It's
you
like
know.
sarcasm.
Yeah,
like-
you know, it's like how, but why he couldn't be like an athlete, you know?
Exactly.
Because you judge
Why is
him
it
as his
surprising?
color or his
Yeah. Why is it a surprise
mode
for
of
you?
way of wearing clothes and shit? Like, it's,
Like, why
it's,
do you have to assume?
Yeah, and he
he's-
couldn't
can't
understand
be in
that he was
position?
racist,
Yeah.
you know, and that was what he was trying to say, you know. And he didn't want to learn why that was racism, you know, and why
That's
the
the
reporter.
problem.
you know the reporter, you know, and that's the problem, you know, because
Yeah, exactly.
people do this kind of things and they don't realize, you know. I'm not being an active here. I'm just an activist here. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
something, you know. I was like, that should put people should put more attention to.
True.
You know?
But you're right, bro. Like
But
the thing is, if you're open to learn, that's
sure.
all I need, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
if I told you, yo, you can't say this word, and you're like, oh shit, why? And we talk about it, and then you learn something, and you adapt it in your
Yeah,
life
man.
because it hurts someone. That's fine, bro. But if you're just on the fact, you're just living on the like belief that it's a no, you know, like
in denial.
yeah, like no, like I don't wanna. Don't tell me anything. This is the way.
True.
It's freedom of speech. I want to call you this because I feel like it.
Yeah,
You know, and
it's
that's
a different
fucked,
approach.
you know,
man.
that's the thing. And I get it that not everyone is, you know, not all Dutch people or white people are racist, you know, of course, bro. But if you even do it unconsciously or by mistake, just have the
Decency.
decency to understand why, or just, you know, be
Ask
curious
yourself.
to know why does this hurt someone.
True.
Nah, I don't know, man. To be honest, bro, I ain't even curious, bro. If someone's racist, bro, I ain't even curious why you're racist, bro. I don't even want to talk to you, bro. Like, either, to me, it's like either you're racist or you're anti-racist. Like, you can't be in the middle. You can't, like,
Otherwise, you were.
then you're a
feel
hypocrite, man. Like, either you're anti-racism or you're for it.
Shit.
Like, there is no middle way. You can't be anti-racism and support blackface. Like,
That's fucked up.
right? Like, it doesn't work that
And
way.
I also feel like in like today, like this day, there is no excuse for not knowing about racism.
Exactly.
That's not an excuse.
True. I mean, for a young person, of course, it isn't.
yeah, man.
No.
Don't tell me nothing about I didn't know, or you know, because that's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's
We're
everywhere.
faced with the facts now.
It's everywhere.
It's
So
online.
if you do it, that means you're doing it with a purpose. You
Yeah,
know
of
what I mean?
course.
Because you know
Intention.
about it.
Yeah.
fam, You know, like
It's true.
it's crazy.
There's
man.
respect.
That's why, man. Fuck racism, bro.
Yeah, man.
If you're a racist
Fuck
and you're
that
listening
shit,
to us,
bro.
man, fuck you. Get out of here.
Let's change the vibes, bro.
Yeah. We
Let's
want
go on a
positivity.
positive shit, bro.
Since we were talking about privilege and we're living in the Netherlands, we have to talk about the difference in weed, bro.
Oh shit.
What's
Right
the
now.
difference in weed?
Ganja, marijuana.
You are on
Shit, man,
Spaceiguanas.
my mom's gonna listen to this shit.
My first question is
God, yeah.
slangs.
All right.
Weed in the streets, Brazil. What do you call it? What's the slangs?
All right. Let's talk about slangs, bro. Dude, we have so many ways, like in any other language, right?
Yeah.
So we have the classic one for weed. It's maconha.
Maconha.
Yeah.
Ain't no marijuana, it's maconha.
Yeah, you call it maconha, man.
Oh shit! Imagine me as a tourist. You got some maconha on you, bro.
Yeah, but you can't say that, bro.
Weed,
You
of
gotta
course.
say like you have some boldo.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
write that in my
You
phone.
got some boldo, man, because it's more low key, you know. You cannot go, do you have maconha, bro? No, you know. Boldo,
Alright,
Bojin, like little
Bojin.
Bojin.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
How do you write that?
Boji.
It's like bold, like B-O-L-D-O.
B-O-L-O-D-O?
B-O-L-D-O. Yeah, and then the other version is
Is that like?
yeah, boldo. And
Is that the word you would use to describe like a nug, or just weed, or is it joint?
no, a joint is baseado.
Baseado.
Yeah.
Bate.
But baseado.
It's like a puro, you know, like a
Baseado.
porrito.
Purito.
You
That's
know,
a cigarette,
that's
right?
Spanish. No, that's Spanish. That's the baseado is puro.
Puro is
Puro
a
is
joint
It's joint.
in Spanish.
Yeah, in Spanish.
shit.
Yeah.
Puro.
Dame un puro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a
What is it in
I'm gonna make a song.
In Portuguese,
No, the one you just
baseado.
said. Baseado.
Baseado. Or you can say base.
Base.
Yeah.
Base.
Oh shit.
Bases.
Yeah.
But what's the main difference, like, in weed? Like, as in effect?
Man, like
Do you smoke?
Where does it hit better?
okay, man. I think Brazilian weed, man. A lot we can get is like the mashed shit, the pressed that
Yeah,
comes like
also
it's
like-
really badly
We call it jama.
taken care.
Yeah.
Like that's the cheapest one.
And you open it up, and then it becomes more, right? You put it in the grinder, and
A bunch of fucking seeds, and it's
Oh,
look
shit.
like it's like dark green, like a kind of super like how can I say dull.
more indica
No.
or sativa. You never know.
Yeah, and you don't know. I think
mystery.
it doesn't even get to the point of like being an
selective.
Yeah.
It's just like
yeah,
get
that's
what
the
you-
easy shit you can get everywhere, like on the beaches and with random people. That's bad. Just give you a little wave, you know. Just get like you smoke the first cig of the day, like it's like that wave.
It's just to get you in
Just some
Yeah.
a
light
mild
shit.
zone.
Yeah, it's like.
But can you get like some rapper weed there? Like some OG
Dude.
Kush or
That's super expensive there. If we
Yeah?
get best way you can get is homegrown.
homegrown?
You know,
Okay.
that's
Like outdoor.
Yeah, the people that grow themselves, and you also can get like more expensive shit that some people sell. You know, never did actually went to buy. It wasn't my thing. You know.
Sketchy too, right?
Yeah, man.
Fair enough.
Too much risk though.
Yeah, man. We didn't do that shit.
Also back on the island, it was like that, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
super
I-
sketch.
Okay, fuck. I'm just gonna say whatever I wanna say, man.
Bro, this is an open space, bro.
bro.
Balance out.
Bro, at
Alright,
this point you're in a legal.
Alright, fuck it.
You're in a legal zone, bro.
Fuck it. I'm scared of like.
This is media purposes
We
only.
have post production.
Alright,
Don't
fair
worry.
Alright, okay, because that's the thing. Back in Brazil, I didn't smoke as much as here, you know. I was just like smoking with friends and shit from time to time, you know. Well, sometimes we would get like good stuff, you know, but super expensive. We had like fucking split it, you know. And yeah, and that was okay, you know, it was a good vibe.
Fair enough.
I remember like
It's expensive.
I remember crazy shit. I went to like the south of Brazil with my friends, you know, my best mates, like 5 guys, I think.
Shout out to Rafa's friend.
Yeah, man, listen to this.
Some boys.
Can I give them a shout out?
Bro,
Yeah.
Give it
for
to him, bro.
Pedrão, Tutufi, Leozinha, quem mais? Xande, Novizada, Kevin Show aí. Tamo junto, moleque.
That's a whole
They're
gang.
gonna remember this shit, man.
Shout out to
So
the
this
gang.
day, so man, we went to this because like Arthur's aunt, she had like a place. It's pretty like tropical and beachy down there too. And we went there with 5 of us. Of course, we had to take a plane, so we couldn't bring weed and shit like this,
Fair
right?
enough.
So I was like, yeah, we're gonna find it here, man. And it was actually my first time going there.
To the south.
Yeah,
Brazil.
yeah. It's that place, you know. And she had a house, like a cool house, next to one of the. It's like a chill beach, you know. It wasn't like the most famous ones, like a chill beach, you know,
Okay.
not very
Nice
crowded.
setting.
Yeah, it was a good place, you know.
Lit.
And nice house too. We were there first couple of days. We were like, yeah, let's just chill around the city, you know. Let's see, check the beach out, and see if we can get some weed somewhere. And I think on the second day, we went to this Argentinian neighborhood, and they had this little beach at the end of the neighborhood with like a lot of people selling like handmade shit, right? And I was just scouting around, you know, just see if we could spot them, you know, so people could get me some. And I was just smoking a cig at the beach, you know, like a bit far from the little shopping things. And me and Arthur. And this guy, like this shirtless, under his 60, kind of like short dude, comes to me. Yeah, get a marijuana.
What? 16?
60.
60?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like an old trapper.
Dude, he was wearing like he was wearing shorts. He was
Flip-flops?
barefoot. Nah, he was barefoot.
Barefoot?
Shirtless, just like surf shorts and shit like that, like wear it out.
Just trying to sell some mota.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, you want some marijuana and shit. I was like, oh, marijuana, yeah, passa nada. And then, sorry, that was Portuguese. And then I was like, yeah, then come here. We came over like this trash kind of bins, this big trash bins. He takes something like a little, I don't know, like a little
Like a bag?
A little pack of plastic, you know,
Like
like a little ball of
shriveled.
plastic, you know, yeah, like wrapped in that shit. He comes to me, yeah, that's what I've got. And like, let me smell it. Like, open it up.
How did it smell?
look good
How did it
too?
smell?
How was the visual
Well, it was.
too?
I mean, it was dark, man. I couldn't see much, but the smell was good.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, fair enough. How much do you want for this shit? And I was like, yeah, I want like, I mean, it was like 15 gram.
15 grams.
15
That's a
gram
nice little amount.
for, let's say, $15.
What?
15, $20.
What what's a gram per buck?
Yeah, but that's well, it's expensive still. You know, in our currency, it's still expensive.
Ah, okay.
Like $20 in euros, it's like 90, 100 reals.
Oh shit.
Reais.
Oh,
so
shit.
yeah, it's expensive, man. But we were in 5, so we're like 5, 6 at us. So I was like, yeah, let's just split up. I was like, yeah, man, sounds like a fucking great deal because it's still expensive, but still cheap.
Exactly.
You know, it's still cheap as
Yeah,
fuck,
man. If you compare to here, it's
you know,
cheap.
it's still cheap as fuck. So
If it's good weed though.
we're gonna get up there.
Oh,
It's
crazy.
gonna get a turn.
So
I can feel
we got
it.
that shit right, and got home. Like, yeah, let's smoke this shit. Me and Arthur were just rolling because it was 15 grams of weed, man. 15 grams of weed is a lot of weed.
And if you smoke spliffs,
Yeah, but that's the thing. We were smoking back then. I didn't know spliffs were like it was just spliffs, you know, because the weed is not. It's not as strong there, so you don't have to smoke. I was never used to smoke spliffs.
Okay.
You know, never did. You know, here when I came, like people were like, "We were smoking pure." I was like, "Yeah, the fuck." You know, I was like,
that money.
"Bro, you shit,
You're rich, bro.
crazy shit, man."
Yeah, man.
But we were first like rolling joints. And this dude, he couldn't roll it too well, but he had that machine, you know. That machine.
Oh shit, I used to have one.
Yeah, he
too,
had
but-
that machine, so we're like, dude, we cannot roll this much of joints by hand. So we're just doing the machine. Joint after
How
joint.
much?
Don't have 20 joints, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's like
man.
for what? The whole weekend?
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, and that was the second day-ish. So.
It's enough. It's
Yeah,
enough.
but it was like, yeah, fair enough. That's where we got here. Let's just lay this shit up, you know. And that shit was. It took a lot, and people were like, yeah, let's roll, let's smoke. And I'm like, dude, I'm rolling this shit. Come on. Anyways, we smoked that shit. Fair enough. Had a good fucking vibe, man. First days, first night, and the fucking
Yeah, did he
you know
get you
the.
high?
Yeah, man, got me fucking high, man. On the hammocks and shit. There was a hammock on the
the
like.
gram, guys.
Yeah,
For all
man.
our weed enthusiasts, let's go to fucking Brazil. Let's get
And then
this.
Look for that shirtless guy.
At the beach? No flip flop.
Under 60.
this the guy, man. Yeah, man. We smoked that shit, right? So it got me really high, man. It was the first time I got really high and felt that like, whoa, you know. I had an experience before, but it was with weed from here, but I couldn't compare. Or it was afterwards. Maybe it was afterwards. Anyways, it doesn't come to the case. And let's say it was the first time I got really high. And it was nice, you know, it was getting us really high, those feelings and shit, like, whoa. Some shit that I don't feel the weed I smoke here. Maybe because it was like, yeah, the first time I was, before you were smoking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Smoking it for real and stuff like this. Anyways, so this one night, like, everybody we were like in the, how can you say, in the balcony? Not in the balcony. It was like she had a biggest garden, you know. Yeah, and it's a balcony, you know. But it was not on the
Like a
first floor.
porch.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
So we had some hammocks there, just chilling, you know, watching the stars. And the thing here is that, let's say the hammock was here, right, and the little grass garden was here, and the living room was here, and there was a big door, you know, from the living room to the garden, you know, the garden part there.
Yeah.
So you could see the living room, and they're like, yeah, let's just might turn the TV on, let some music play or whatever. And at some point I was like, yo, man, put some porn on that shit.
Oh my god, man.
Because we're doing this challenge, right? we were doing this challenge, right? Like this, because we were like 5 dudes.
turn, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
We're like 5 dudes, 6 dudes, and we're gonna stay there for like 6-7 days. We're like, yeah, nobody jerks off. Who jerks off the first lose, you know? So we're like, yeah, man, let's shoot some porn. Let's see.
How can you supervise that, bro? People don't tell
No,
you.
but you just trust them.
I'm gonna take a shit.
Yeah, but we trust each other, and then, well, at some point somebody gave up and they told us, you know.
Oh shit!
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, let's put some porn on that shit. And
That's a crazy bet.
I want to see who holds the top for it. Yeah.
Out here, wow.
And people were like getting tired, you know, so they just left the room. And the only people that were there was me, this other guy, Novish, and yeah, I think Arthur or somebody. So we're like, yeah, fuck this. I came back inside the room. Gabriel, Novich, like the guy who was with me, he was making a sandwich in the kitchen, you know. And the kitchen was like in front. It was like in front of the living room, you know. But it had no doors. It was just like a whole fucking segment.
Fair enough.
And I came over. I closed the door. The TV was still playing that porn shit or whatever.
Oh my god.
I went up upstairs to check my room and shit, and I was sleeping like inside of the house. How can I explain this? Like there was a little balcony on the second floor inside of the house. You know,
shit!
that was over the
so
living room.
You can watch the living.
Yeah, you can see the TV from up there. You know. So I was there like, I checked my bed and shit. I was like, okay. Checked the TV. TV was on. Playing some porn shit. I was like, fair enough. I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah.
I went downstairs. And
Oh my god.
and I was looking for the remote control, right? Like, how the fuck, man? There's some crazy porn going down here, and I cannot find the fucking remote control to turn it
Wow,
off.
damn.
And I turned it to Gabriel, who was making a sandwich and shit. I was like, yo, man, do you know where the remote control is? Because I want to turn the shit off. I was like, dude, the TV's already off. Fucking remote control?
Shit.
You're holding it, bitch.
Holy.
And I was like,
so all that time you thought there was porn on the TV, and it was all. Oh my god. Oh,
God, he was tripping, bro.
fuck, man.
I miss those days. I miss when I
That
got
weed
that
fucked
high,
you,
bro.
man. that weed fucked me up.
You
bro.
was gone.
For real, man. And, dude, I remember that day, man.
I know.
I don't know, man. When you start like speculating if that weed had something else, you know, like
You think it was
ammonia,
laced?
you know,
Oh my god.
shit like
Some
this.
extra shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta
I mean,
be
the first
careful,
time you
man.
get like really high, the first time it's always some weird experience. Though.
Facts.
So, you know,
True.
like some people have it weirder than each other. You know what I mean?
True.
But that first time that you get really high, it's gonna be weird, bro, because you don't even know how to behave. You know,
True shit.
it's a new. You know, like it's crazy, man. Like,
The first time I got high, bro.
But it was back in
It
Curacao.
was Curacao. I was what, man? Young. 15, 16.
But that was your first joint, or
It was the first time it wasn't, I think I smoked before, but that was the
Okay.
first time I actually smoked, and got high.
fair enough.
So I like held it for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then exhaled, and man, what I felt.
Was it instant?
It kind of was, because I smoked it, and I think like 5 minutes in, every time I moved, I felt like I was so
Relax, right?
I felt like I was going through like
facts, bro.
the universe, you know. I'm like moving, and I see like this fucking rainbow thing go, and I'm like going back, and it's again. The thing is, I was thinking about it so much, and I was feeling so much at the same time.
Yeah.
That at a certain point, like every time I was thinking about how good I felt, like I just like I couldn't process. So I was just like, oh shit.
So it was good. It was good.
Oh shit, yeah, man. It was just
good, but
yeah.
still scary at the same
Still
point.
scary,
man.
yeah, because you're
still
not
don't know where
comfortable
to, like,
with it.
stop, you know? It's like
Exactly.
you're
And it's weird, man.
Walking
'cause-
on thin ice.
Yeah.
right? And it kind of got me scared to do it again. But at the other time, it also made me curious because you
Right.
do feel
It's
good.
tough, right?
You
It's tough
can't
to
control
decide,
it
yeah.
yet because you're not comfortable with it, but it does give you that extra edge.
Of course, man. Just the way you see everything, you know.
Right?
like-
It gives so much perspective.
the thing is, when you're sober, most of the times you look at something, but that's it. It's just a visual.
Yeah.
But when you're high, there's always thought behind it. You know, everything you see, there's you know,
True.
you find a reason of why is that there. You know,
For sure.
what I mean? Like,
Facts.
For sure.
crazy, man.
Fucking
I mean,
big,
well,
bro.
for me, it's happening less and less, I would say.
Yeah, because
But
you're
when I
getting-
have it, I have some really heavy thoughts. Not in a bad way, but like really deep, you know?
yeah, I feel you, bro.
And yeah, when you smoke it alone, it's like that too, you know? Especially when you walk around and you just
Cause maybe
something just triggers something in your mind that you remember some crazy ass memory from 17 years ago.
It's crazy, bro.
And you just start like, oh, you know, thinking about it. And
but that's next thing, you know. It's
but that's after you're. That's when it's normal in your life, you know. Like us right now, the way we smoke weed, it's like some days it's a good trip, some days it's a bad trip. You know what I mean? But if you look at that first experience, you know, that moment, that period, that was hella fun, bro. You know, when you first got familiar, like you saw it the first time you smoked it, you felt it. That period was fucking amazing.
Still was though.
I mean, of course, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it will never be the same. Yeah, even though you take a break for like 1 month or 2 months.
Yeah, but it depends on what you're doing.
It's still
too,
like,
you know, and which.
It's not gonna be the same.
In which vibe you are, you know.
Yeah,
like,
true stuff, man.
Yeah, man. It's just. I think weed is just an enhancement on life. You know?
But this, for example, like, because when I produce a lot. Like sometimes when I'm high, you know, I think when I'm to the vibe of it and vibing to the song and then making it, it's just good, you know. It feels like ideas come easier to the mind.
And that's,
I wanted to ask you.
You're focused, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's focused because you have a lot of shit in your mind. You just want to put it over the table, you know, and make something out of it, you know. I was like thinking about when you edit your videos, for example. Yeah. You like, do you smoke too?
Of course, bro.
You just see different. Oh, that's shy, and that must be cool.
Super high when I'm editing, bro. Because that's the thing. The ideas are the same. I'm not gonna exaggerate like, yo, I'm gonna smoke and I'm gonna be fucking Picasso or something. It's me. It's the same thing. But the thing about the weed, it helps me structure that in my head, you know, because
it gives you this calm.
It comes too much when I'm not high, you know. It's like, fuck, I have all these ideas, but each idea needs thought behind it so it can actually be something, right?
Yeah.
And it's just when I'm smoking, I don't feel like doing that extra thinking as something that irritates me. You know, so I'm so happy with what I'm doing, bro. It's it's like, fuck, I need to cut 10 cuts in 5 seconds.
True, because
I'm high and I'm vibing. I'm like, fuck it. Zoom in, open that track, cut. You know, I don't give a fuck, you know.
Yeah, but true shit.
If I don't have that relaxation or that connection, I'm more like, let me find some presets. Or, you know,
it feels like it has more purpose to it, right?
True. No, it contributes to his flow. Because he's basically working.
Exactly.
And it doesn't hold him back.
That's what
because it gives him more creative freedom in a way.
Yeah. Because it gives you a purpose. It's not like I gotta cut this and shit, and then I drag it here. It's not like, oh shit, I gotta drag it here. I gotta put something here. How can I make it? Just.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You have more purpose to it. It feels like things are more like, I really want to do this, so this little thing won't be much. But when you're like
bro,
sober sometimes,
it's more like time. You think about time a lot, you know, like when you're like, not you think about time when you're sober, but you consider time without even knowing, you know. It's you need to finish the fucking project. But I guess when you're smoking, it's like you just flow with it, you know. When it ends, you know, and you'll get there eventually. Like a good example was one of my last clients. It was a wedding after movie. You guys know me. I'm not, you know, I'm more of a hip hop street culture type of guy, right?
It's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, man. But that's the thing. I smoked a few joints. They send me their favorite song they want to edit on. First, I just listen to the song a few times. I don't even look at the footage. Just smoking a joint, listening to the song, flowing to the lyrics until I feel like I jam with this shit. Even though sober, I wouldn't really jam with that song.
True.
And then it just flows, man. I'm editing this wedding after movie like it's a fucking hip hop video clip. I'm just like, but I'm just flowing, you know. And I never think about, this is not my style, you know. What am I, you know, fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't want to edit this lame shit, for example.
No, it makes you more open.
Yeah, but just because I feel good, I'm smoking, it's more like, this is it's fun, you know. I try to find the fun in it.
It is more fun, man. I think you don't see time passing much, you know.
That's true.
Like, oh, okay, I'm here for 2 hours already. Shit, I didn't even notice.
And that made me, like, bro, our classes, our tutorials. I don't know if anyone ever noticed, but I'm sure I was the
highest motherfucker in the room.
Bro, I was floating, Rapha. I was floating, like. But in a way, bro, I don't know. It worked, man. You know.
Fair enough, man.
I never saw it as a bad. It was never an irritation, you know.
Yeah, like
it's
a
like
setback.
I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm a walk to school 20 minutes, bro. I'm that guy. Smoke a joint. Everyone's biking, whatever. I'm just walking with my music, smoking.
That's cool, though.
But that sets me up, you know.
Fair enough.
Then I get to school, I meet you guys, you know, get the vibes, you know. I'm high, you guys make me laugh with some shit, you know.
It was good, man.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
It was good, bro.
Some crazy years, man.
Some crazy shit happened, man.
Facts.
Stuff happened, man.
True.
Yeah, man. Good stuff and bad
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Good and
True
bad
stuff,
stuff.
man.
But
Facts.
at the end, what is bad stuff, you know? We're still...
It's all experiences.
Yeah, man.
We're here, right? We're...
True shit, man.
Look at us smoking, doing a podcast, bro, you know?
I'm here
That's
vibing.
Sad, bro.
Right?
That's sad, man.
Like,
True, man.
sick, man.
That's the thing, man. People always have perception of stoners, but deep, we're like all very creative people, and we all have like we're
True
busy
shit,
with
man.
so many stuff and
Exactly.
dealing with
It's
life in our own
missing,
way,
man.
you know.
It's missing a lot, man.
True.
I think like even people, if you smoke one joint a day, people will call it a stoner, man.
Of course, and they have the right to, but it's not judged the same way as someone who drinks a
'Cause-
beer every night.
True.
Stoner, I'm not...
True.
I don't have anything against the word stoner
Me neither,
or the
man.
label.
I embrace
Fuck
that shit.
it, man. I'm a stoner, bro.
I embrace it too.
man.
That's who I am, bro, you know? Some people do some other shit, you know? That's what I do, you know? I like to get high, you know? And that's the thing, it's the judgment behind the stoner is the problem.
Yeah, I mean now it's getting better, you know. Like,
It's
in terms of
accepted.
that, man. I mean,
We're getting smarter, you know?
yeah, man. Everywhere I saw it, I remember like I was super scared to like talk about weed in my first job, you know.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
that.
Like that was the internship, you know.
Uh-huh.
I was super scared because you never know how people are gonna react, you
To
know.
it.
You always like,
shit, man.
you know, and I wanted to get some, you know, like I was like, how come people don't smoke weed here? There must be somebody at least smoked one joint in his life.
Belgium, right?
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, and there it's so close but yet so far because
True.
you know
don't have
it's-
shops.
Yeah,
Super
nada,
legal.
bro, nada.
It's in the streets.
Yeah, man, and that shit was the first time I actually like pushed it a bit.
Yeah?
Because
The edge.
yeah, man, because I don't know. I told you that I never went to like actually get weed and talk to like dealers and shit. you know?
Yeah.
Because I know I never, and I never seen like the reason for it. You know.
Yeah. You didn't have the situation
Yeah.
to like
Exactly. Until that very moment, you know. And of course, when I came there, first I brought like a couple grams,
Uh-huh.
and I did start. I smoked way less, man, because I wanted to be on my top game, you know. And
Exactly.
I was giving my soul to that company,
Yeah.
and I wanted to have like 100% of my potential to
Yeah.
them, you
RKO
know.
sticker.
Exactly, man. And but you know, I would smoke like only Friday, man. I'd get home so tired that I would just sleep, fuck everything else, and that made it so better. But the thing is, at some point, the weed I had from the Netherlands was over, right?
Oh shit. Yeah.
And I was like, it wasn't like intimate enough with people from work to start asking shit, and I didn't even know if I would. And I was like, how can I get weed here? You know, it must not be that difficult, right?
I remember that story.
Right? I think I never told Rolly though.
Yeah. Which one? The one that you tried in Belgium and you got like ripped or something?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that story. I know
went
it.
to
I know
the
it.
dealers, bro.
Yeah, man. Got finessed.
that happens, man. I had to
Does.
I think I went to like Reddit or some shit. They have everything on Reddit. So went to Antwerp and like people, how to get weed in Antwerp and shit. And people were like talking about like I was reading some people talking about this big
center.
Yeah, big plaza in the center that there are a lot of hippies there, and we just go to them as it's not gonna be a big deal. It's like, oh, fair enough. And I went there. It was like not the city center, but it was like a famous like square that they had there and shit. And I went there and started looking. Saw no hippies, bro. Like, where were the fucking hippies, man? No hippies on that shit.
You were the hippie, bro.
I was like, yeah, I'm not smoking up with cities, you know. True shit, man. That's a meme.
Crazy,
Oh
man.
my god.
But yeah, man. Fuck.
And I don't know, man. I started to scout around, right? And smoking a couple of ciggies, and I saw this dude. Like, he looked kind of Moroccan, you know. Like, yeah. I came to him. I was like, yo, man, have some weed and shit. I was like, no, man. Like, okay, fair enough. Well, that was strict racism. The food.
Bad.
But I
Desperate moments.
Yeah, I'm just
Desperate
like,
times call for desperate measures.
Oh shit.
I guess
just
you
point
get a
it out
pass.
that I'm aware.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just
Fair
point it
enough.
out that I'm aware.
Would you ask if you see like a
Given the
a Dutch-
situation you was in,
Did you see like a Dutch guy? You know, like those guys in our class.
I might have.
You might have. Alright, that's-
I might have.
if they talk
But
Dutch, why
Yeah,
not?
they're all Belgium, so they.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
So it's hard to spot
You
out.
didn't even really think about
Yeah,
it specifically.
It was, yeah, man. But it's hard, man. You gotta. Anyways, again, you're right. So he was like, no. Oh, okay, fair enough. Smoked another ciggy, and I saw this dude, this big dude. And when I was walking towards him, he was like walking to me, and I looked him in the eye, and we crossed eyes, you know. And I had the feeling, I know that he knows that I want something, and I know that I want something from him.
He had
And he has it.
drug dealer
You
look.
know, I had that look, and I came to him. I was like, "Yo, man, got some weed and stuff. You know, where I can find some weed." And I was like, "Oh no, man, I don't have any weed, man. I was coming here to ask you if you had some money and shit, you know." But I was like, "I don't have any money, man, but I have some ciggies, you know." Like, I gave him like a couple of ciggies. And I was like, "Yeah, man, here you won't find. You gotta go to this place called."
Oh shit, you went to the trap. I remember that.
Like, what was it? What was the name, man?
To the trenches.
Fucking hell. it
Imagine
was-
Rafa on the island asking around.
No, Rafa, if he goes to the IS, please don't ask him. Because
Hit me up, hit us up.
Yeah,
bro, yeah,
We'll
just-
arrange that, bro.
I'll let it come to you. Don't go look for it.
Thanks, bro. I'll bear that in mind, man. Shit.
The island life, bro. Tourists get scammed too easy, bro.
But how many did you get scammed after that?
I got scammed a couple times, man.
From that guy first, right? I remember.
The first guy. No.
He
Yeah,
ran
yeah.
with you to a
Because
drug dealer.
well, it's a long story though, but
Yeah,
do
I
we have
remember
time,
it
right?
briefly though.
Do we have time, right?
We're like
Go
an
for it.
hour and 8 minutes in. But
Okay, cool.
We're gonna finish with some tunes today, alright?
Alright.
Cool.
Okay.
Go for it.
Alright. So, what was it? Where was I?
You met the guy that was.
He was like, yeah, you gotta go to
bro.
this place. It was like, I can't recall it name right now.
somewhere in Belgium.
Some square, some shit, you know, some square.
Near
in
Antwerp.
Yeah, no, in Antwerp.
Oh,
yeah, I know. And it was like Koningsstraat, some shit like this. Koningsstraat. Koningsstraat.
Alright.
And he
Shout
just
out to
told, yeah,
Oh my God.
shout out, yeah, man, shout out to
Shout
my boy
out?
from Suriname.
Oh shit.
Yeah, best supplier, man, to this day, bro. He's the G, man. He's the G, man. We're gonna get into it.
Shit.
But so yeah, man. it
So
was
you
like-
went to Koningsstraat.
So yeah, but it was late in the night, right? So it was already kind of late. It was kind of midnight or some shit. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna head to this place. So I went to Google to go to Koningsstraat. But he just told me the fucking name. How am I supposed to write it? You know?
Yeah,
And
man.
I was like, Koning. So I typed Koning.
Whoops.
You got it, man?
It's fine. We gonna cut that out.
Technical issues here, real quick.
That's how my windows sound, guys.
But But yeah, and I was like, how am I gonna type it? So I typed it. It was showing me like a super far around. I was like, that's not it. And it was like, yeah, man. I remember he telling me that it was the casino street.
Oh shit.
And I was like, casino, Antwerp, blah blah. And I saw it like Koenigsegg. Oh, that's it. It's supposed to be it. It's Konig or some shit like that.
You walk there? Or?
No, I had my bike,
Right.
and it was like the other way across my. It was like 20 minutes away, you know.
Wow.
It was good because it wasn't like the path of my home. It was like, oh, okay, you just gotta go this way, and I got there, man. It was dark as fuck. It was this little square, like, and with a lot of like streets, you know, that get to this place. And I was like, I'm gonna scout it out, so I give it a scout, you know. And there was a bunch of dudes like smoking in the middle of the square, you know, just hanging, man. And I was like, shit, man, nobody else was in the streets, you know.
I'm gonna ask them.
I was like, shit, man, I'm just white boy here. I'm a, you know, like they, at least like, I don't know, man. I felt like this is not the time, you know, because it was in the middle of the night, you know, people weren't around, you know. And I felt like I couldn't like be in a more chill place, you know. So I was like, oh fuck, man, I'm gonna come next time and see what's up. Next day, I was sad because I really wanted to, you know. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, yeah, okay. Next day I came earlier, you know, and it was more chill, more people, you know. And then I started like doing some laps on my bike, just maybe smoking a ciggy and walking around and trying to spot somebody that I could ask for. And I saw this dude, and he was big dude, like, and he was talking to this Asian dude who looked like a student guy too, you know. And he was rolling a joint.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's the goal for it.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, that's the guy, you know.
That's it right there.
And he was talking to the Asian dude. The Asian dude laughed. I was like, yo man, you got some marijuana and shit. I was like, yeah, you want some? Come. And he gave me some. I was like, yo, what's your name? I was like, yo. My name is Rafael. Yo, Rafa Nadal. Yeah, cool.
Rafa Nadal, bro. That's a tennis player, bro.
Like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I got my phone number. She was like, yeah, I'm new in town and shit. And I was happy. I was like,
you got some weed at that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Like a gram. It was like a gram for $20.
Oh my
Holy
god.
fuck,
That nigga
man.
ripped you off, bro. God
But he
damn.
knows that he's the only one that has it at that point.
yeah.
He need it, bro. So he's
So I
gonna.
was like, yeah. I mean, I'm not smoking that much. I'm smoking like only on the weekends. So
Then it's fine.
yeah, right. So yeah, I got the weed and
Was
shit.
it decent?
It was. Remember that picture?
Bro, it looked like a coffee, coffee
Yeah,
shop, like
Quality.
quality shit.
That's
Nice
what's up.
nug, you know, like
In the baggie and shit. So
Imagine
like,
you can sell 1 gram for €20 and then
that would be crazy. I don't want that though. I really don't want that though.
that would be too
That would be
much.
fucked.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
But it was like, yeah, cool. Place, I got my supplier. I'm gonna chill for the next 6 months. You know,
Fair
that's
enough.
chill.
Hey man.
So next week, like, yeah, I'm out a week. Man. I'm gonna text this guy out. So I text him,
Fair enough.
and didn't answer for like a couple days. And then when it was like Thursday, he calls me. I was like, I was at work, you know, I was like, what the fuck? This guy calling me, fuck. I went to the bathroom to answer the call, and he was like, yeah, what the fuck? Who's calling me? I was like, dude, it's me, man. Rapha, bro.
Oh my
Like, yeah, how about we fuel like last week and shit? I just wanted to like get some more for this week. And I was like, okay. So meet me at the same place tomorrow at 11. So
11
yeah.
at nighttime.
Yeah.
At night.
Yeah, at night.
Pre-corona time, guys.
So, yeah, that's true.
It's like, oh, fair enough. And 11 was still early though. The bad time, it was like after midnight. Those are like bad times. Still. Anyways, I went there. The dude wasn't there. So I called him. Nada. I call him. He answers. And he says, where are you? I was like, yeah, man, I'm here. And I could hear a lot of background noise, you know, it's like he was in a crowded place. So I was like, yeah, man, just meet me outside. I'll be there like in 5 minutes and shit. Okay, you know. I went there. Yeah, he was inside some place, right?
Okay.
I thought he could be on one of those bars, you know. There's a lot of like Latin and African bars on that hood,
Oh, nice.
you know, in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
So He could be there, you know, because only the OG people would stay on their bar.
Exactly.
You know? You would see only OGs on those bars, you know. No, you know, so
some locals.
yeah, but always crowded, and I was like, shit. And 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, nothing.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. 40 minutes, nothing. I was like, Even the guy came to me, man. I was just hanging, you know, waiting. And this guy comes to me. I was like, yo, man, you looking for something, bro? Something, bro? What you want? What you want? And I was like, you know, I didn't want to get spotted by the other guy who was supposed to buy with.
Yeah, that you
buying from other dudes.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, man, I'm chill. I'm just waiting for a friend and shit.
So you were trying to
I was trying to I was trying to wait as much as I could. And I waited for like 1 hour and 10, 20 minutes. Like, fuck this shit. And then it was already past midnight.
Oh, shit.
Streets got
Blacked out.
yeah, man. It's like, how the fuck I'm gonna find weed now? And I really want it, man. It was like, dude, I worked the whole week, man. Friday was the only day that I knew that the next day I could wake up at any time I wanted.
Yeah, so
It's like, I just want to chill, man, watch some movie and chill the fuck out of me. You know, it was relaxing time. You know, otherwise I would just keep like stressed.
Yeah,
fair enough.
And I started scouting around again, laps, and then I went to this little street, you know, and I saw that dude, like, this.
The dude that you were waiting for?
No, that
different
this
dude.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
This other dude who was just smoking a joint. No, smoking a fucking pipe.
Holy shit.
Sitting on one of those like little stairs in front of the houses. Like here, the houses are the same.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and I smelled weed in the air, you know. And I was just biking, you know, it was kind of fast. So I looked at him, I was like, he doesn't look like a dealer. He looks like Mark a crackhead, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, you know, like they won't be smoking crack, so he's just high.
Yeah.
So I came to him. I was like, yo, man, you know, I can find some marijuana and shit. Marijuana, quiero marijuana. Like, no, he didn't say it in Spanish. It was like, marijuana, I want marijuana, but he said it in Dutch.
Yeah.
He started speaking Dutch to me, and I could understand some stuff, but I was like, no, I don't speak Dutch, man, shit like this. I was like, okay, so just follow me. The dealers are there on that corner of the street, and I'm gonna get you to them. So okay, I walk with him a bit, you know, with always the bike next to me.
Oh my god.
You know, and like when we got like 10-15 minutes from the guys, he gets to me and says, yo man, give me the money, I'm gonna go there and get it for you. And I was like,
That ain't gonna happen.
No, bro.
This ain't gonna
And I was like,
happen.
no, you can trust me, bro, come on. And I was like, no, bro, I ain't trusting you. I ain't trusting nobody, bro. You call them, you come here, and I give the money to the guy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So he was speaking in Dutch, and I was trying to like reply in English, you know. So it was kind of like a stumble conversation.
Yeah,
it wasn't easy like this.
It wasn't clear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Clear, yeah.
So he comes to me, I was like, okay. So because I helped you, I'm gonna call them, but I want you that you give me one joint. He said it in Dutch, right? And I didn't understood, you know, but I just want to get rid of the guy. So like, yeah, just go, you know, just get it from me. I didn't even know how, like, I thought one joint, how the fuck he wants me to get him one joint?
Exactly.
You know, how the fuck I'm gonna roll it for him? Like, come here, baby, I'm gonna roll it for your bitch.
Exactly.
No. Anyway, just wanna things to get done, and he comes. The guy comes. I gave him the money. He gave me the weed, and as soon as he gives me the weed, I jump on my bike and put my foot on the pedal. As soon as I do that, because I didn't want like no deal with the other guy, man. I give you no joint for this dude, you know?
Right.
And he comes to me and just like fucking slaps me on my chest.
Oh shit.
Yo, man, calm down, bro. Calm down. What the fuck, bro? And then he starts speaking in English.
Oh
You
shit.
fucking crazy, bro? Fucking crazy? You think you wanna run with my weed here, man? I helped you, bro. You crazy, man?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Psychopath.
Oh my
And
god.
then I hopped out of the bike. I was like, so what do you want, man? Just give me that joint, man. I was like, yeah, just give me the joint. I was like, what? Like, give me the joint. You told me that you're gonna give me the joint, man. I was like, no, I didn't tell you shit. I didn't
Oh my
understand, man.
God.
You just speak Dutch, man. I can understand Dutch. You know, I tried to play that confused
Oh
guy
my
card that I
God.
didn't understand shit of his
It's
sad.
hardcore, bro.
You know, but it worked though, because it was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, man. You know, because you know, he told me, you're gonna give me a joint, you know, it's a street life, man. I gotta make my money, you know, sometimes smoke some dope and shit.
God.
I was like, yeah, man, just, and the thing was wrapped in like aluminum foil.
Oh shit.
You know, so I opened it up, grabbed like a piece of the knife, and gave it to him. Like, oh, okay, thanks, man. Then I split off that shit, man.
Oh my god. What an experience.
The amount of shit you had to go to for like a fucking plant,
yeah,
bro.
Man.
God.
And then like it got easier, you know, and then some started like this guy who probably spotted me from the other times. He knows that when I start lapping, I didn't even know him, but the first time he just whistled at me. I looked behind and I was like, this big dude, that's the guy from Suriname.
Yeah.
You know? So it was I think the 4th or 5th night, and doing some laps and then squaring shit. I hear this whistle, and this guy like in front of. I look behind the guy in front of the bar.
I love your sketchy ass tactic too. So your tactic to get weed is
You
just
gotta scout the place so everyone knows.
make circles on a square and make eye contact.
No, but I don't. I do like 2 laps and I stop, smoke a joint, just chill around. I stop for a bit. I don't like.
Yeah.
I try to keep it like low key, you know.
So
I don't do like, no, bro. Like, yo, guys, like do fucking wheelies and shit out here, bro.
You keep it subtle.
Yeah, I kept it subtle, man.
Alright.
Lit, bro.
And like, it was me, this guy, like he's on this bar, you know. And it was cold. I come to him, I was like, yeah, come in, man, I like your bike. I came into this bar, and it was empty, you know. He was the only guy there. Like, yeah, man, I've seen you a couple times, you know. What do you want some weed and shit? I was like, yeah, man, you got some? And he was this big guy, taller than me, with crazy dreadlocks until his shit on his
Taller than
back.
you? How
He was
is
a
that
Rasta,
even possible?
bro.
Real shit, man.
Rasta, bro.
And he was like, yeah, man, come here, man. What do you want? I was like, yeah, just a gram, man. I was like, you don't want 2, man? I was like, no, just a gram, bro. And he sold me for like 10.
Oh shit, he gave you that normal price, bro.
Yeah,
He
man.
wasn't ripping you off,
Yeah,
bro. He was like,
I was like 10. Like, you know, man, can you maybe give me another gram? And he gave me another gram, and then he charged 5.
oh
Yeah.
shit.
Chill, man. And he was like, yeah, man, where are you from? Like, I'm from Brazil, man. Oh, I'm from Suriname. I started hanging out with them.
Oh
Damn.
shit. That's lit, bro.
You know?
Culture, man.
And I was like, man, every time I come around and shit.
Just hit me up.
I never got his phone number. Never got. Every time I would go there, he would be. You know? And
That's a
yeah,
crazy
it was cool, man.
code.
And he helped me in so many crazy times that, like, it's 4 a.m. when
Yeah, man.
I got in some other trouble because I was looking for weed. He wasn't there, and I had to get a weed. And I followed up this other guy, you know, and he was fooling me with like, yeah, you're Christian and shit. I'm a Christian too.
What the fuck?
You know, and all that shit.
Bro,
And I was like, ah, man, there's another not a long story, but it was this day that he had to get some weed because.
Oh my god, bro. Rafa with the fucking weird ass encounter.
And because the next day I couldn't, I had to work we had like a little show. And with live things, I had to be at the office like at 6.
yeah.
And my friend was coming because at the night we would have like Dimitri regular like Mike's show, you know.
Yeah.
And all the Tomorrowland crew were invited, you know,
Oh,
because it's
shit,
a
that's
Tomorrowland
nice.
thing. And I invited Kevin Show, a friend of mine who lives in Nina.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was gonna come to my place, stay there, and as soon as I got home from work, I would meet him at my place and go to the show. So I wouldn't have time at all to get weed. So I was like, we got weed the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck, it's gonna be hard because I gotta wake up at 6 tomorrow. And sometimes the adrenaline thing of going there to get weed was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's gonna happen.
It's
You could make it 10
crazy,
minutes, you could make it 2 hours. You never know what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
man.
And that what fueled me for some, you know, I liked it. I liked it.
It was an adventure,
You know,
bro.
sometimes it was super easy and you'll be like, I'm the G, you know, I know everybody in this fucking city.
Oh my
I own this
god,
bitch.
man.
And sometimes it would be just hard and you would get into some
Catchy shit.
crazy trouble where you don't know how to. And that was one of those nights, man.
this is so
That was one of those nights. So my dude wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
And I went there kind of early, you know, like at 10 or something, because I wanted to get home quick and have some time to sleep, right?
Fair enough.
So I went there and my dude wasn't there and I couldn't spot anybody else. So I was just smoking a ciggy on on my bike and shit. This corner in the middle of the square, and this dude comes to me and like, yo man, you want something and shit? He was kind of Turkish.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah man, what do you want and shit? What do you have? I was like, yeah, just hang up here. I'm gonna bring somebody. I'm like, oh, okay, that happened all the time, so yeah, he's gonna call the dealer. Okay, cool. Guy comes. I was like, oh man, how's it going? My name is blah blah. I'm from Istanbul and shit. I'm from Brazil. You Catholic. He started going to that kind of religion thing, trying to spark me up with some, oh shit, we're good people, man. I'm a hustler and shit, and I do this like just for help my family out and shit. I ain't gonna fucking scam you and shit. I was like, okay, cool, And then I walked with him to this bar like fucking 15 minutes away.
Oh shit.
And he went to the bar. Waited for him like 5 minutes and was like, nah, nothing here, man. Let's just go. And then we started getting that deep in the hood,
Oh shit.
Went back, started deep in the hood, see like some weird houses and shit.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, my aunt has like, she has a bunch of stuff. She sells this shit. And I mean, yeah, she got really good stuff from Moroccans, man.
Yeah.
You shouldn't buy like from weird dudes here. You gotta go from us and shit.
He was selling you that
yeah, man.
shit,
I was like, okay, So we get into the shit. This guy comes into like a moped, and it's like, yo, stop. He comes to me and says, yo, man, can you give me the money?
Dude?
Can you give me the money? Yeah, just to do it in the moped. He comes, we're walking on the sidewalk. Mm-hmm. Dude comes, he stops, and he goes to me, yo, man, give me the money. That's my uncle. It's Joe. And then we're just gonna grab the weed at my aunt's place right there. And I was like, nah, man, don't do me like that, man. I've been through this, man.
Let's just go and get me the weed.
And he was like, no, man, no, how the fuck you think I'm gonna fucking scam you, bro? You crazy, man. I was like,
was putting pressure, right?
and I was like, that's kind of desperate. I know that shit was taking a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, so I had two 20-euro bills in my pocket, right?
Yeah.
So one I gave to him because I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna keep this 20.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
if this flops, I can still get some. So I gave him a 20-euro bill and with a lot of pain in my heart, but I gave him. I trusted him. So such a bullshit motherfucker. I gave him and I was like, okay. Just come to my aunt's and blah blah. You're a good guy, blah blah. Can you lend me your phone so I can call my grandma, my aunt that were coming? So like,
no man.
No man, just give me blah blah. You can type it. I was like,
God, bro.
Okay. He called it, blah blah. Okay, let's go. He got there.
Oh, he did make a call.
Yeah, he did make a call.
Oh shit.
And gave me my phone. So
What's happening, bro?
I don't know, man. He was speaking Turkish, man. So I couldn't understand a single word.
What are you putting yourself in?
And then I was like, fuck. And then we come to his aunt. And it's like, yeah, stay here. It's like this building, He goes inside. I was like, yeah, 10 minutes, man. Sure. Okay. Smoke a ciggy, 2 ciggies, 3 ciggies, nothing, man. Nothing. I'm like, where the fuck is dude's at? So I get this call. I see the number, like, I answer the call. I'm like, this dude speaking Turkish. Like, dude, I don't know, bro. I'm just hang out this guy up. And I start like, I'm gonna look around, behind the building and shit. So yeah. So
3 cigarettes in.
Yeah. 3 cigarettes plus the time I waited. It was not like, it was half an hour.
Okay, damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I started doing laps around the building and shit.
Was the building sketchy? Yeah. Was it like a...
Because the thing is, when I went to do the lap, I did one, and when I came back, he comes down.
Oh shit!
And he's like,
was waiting for you to go, bro.
And he was like, yo man, I'm still here. You didn't think I was gonna leave you, right? And I was like, no man. I was like, no. I was just like looking around and shit, but I didn't even do a full lap. That's a good important thing to know. Didn't even do a full. I went to the end of the street, almost came, but I didn't do a full lap.
Yeah.
I didn't even went to the back of the building, So he comes to me, he's like, yo Rafael, you're a good guy. My aunt told me that you're a good guy too.
What the fuck?
she told me that she saw you like around doing like I don't know, walking through her bike and shit. And then she asked me like, yeah man, who's that dude there? I was like, yeah, that's Rafael. He's a good guy, man. He's gonna get some weed. He's a chill. And she liked you and shit. And I was like, dude, I stayed in my spot for the whole time. I didn't even do a full lap. How did she even saw me?
Yeah, man.
How? That's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit, man.
Did you say that?
No. I was thinking of it myself.
Yeah.
Because I was playing his game, you know, and that could fuck me up, you know.
Yeah.
So he comes to me, yeah, she likes you. So she tells me that she can give you 2 more grams for €10. What do you say about that? No, I just didn't bring the weed because I wanted you to know if you wanted the deal, you know. And I was.
You already knew at that point, or did you?
I was like, I ain't giving no more money to this dude, man, because he didn't got me the first yet.
Yeah,
I have already gave him the money, you know. So I was like, no, man, I have no money, bro. That was the money I had, bro. I was like, nah, come on. I was like, nah, man, I'm sorry, bro. I was like, you think I'm gonna scam you, bro? That's against my fucking values, bro. I cannot ever do this to a guy like you, a Catholic Brazil. And I was like, yeah, man, I bet you could, motherfucker. But yeah, anyways. And I was like, no, man. I was like,
Did
no.
you ask him for the weed? Like, where's the weed? The €20?
I didn't ask him like that, you know, but I was like, yeah, man, but I just wanted those grams. That's what I said. And I was like, no, just wait here. One little second, man. I'm gonna get a guy, you know, and wait here. But this time is for real. This time is for real. Trust me, just trust me. And I was like, okay. So I waited in the same spot. Dude, I was 2 hours in.
Oh my god.
For real, man.
What is this?
And then I waited for him. He was like, give me 7 minutes. I'm like, okay, 7 minutes, bro. And it was almost like 3, man.
3 a.m.?
No, it was 2. It was like 1:45 or something like this. You know?
I would have left within an hour, bro.
And then I was like, I waited more half an hour, and I saw like a cop car, you know, at the end of the street. So I was like, he ain't coming back, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't coming back. But I waited still a bit, you know. I was waiting for more half an hour, so 1 hour in total. It was already like 2 and whatever, you know, 2:40, 2:50.
Oh my.
And I was like, fuck, man. I'm gonna go back to the square, connect
Holy
line,
shit.
and try something out there. But it's so late that I was hoping.
You're still
you know?
trying, bro. That's
I was
crazy.
good. I was fitting off like cigarettes, man.
Yeah.
Damn,
like,
man. Don't.
I get there, nobody on the streets, but one guy.
Is that the
One
guy?
guy smoking a fucking doobie. That's my boy.
Ow.
That's my boy. And I see him there. Dude, I was like, man, I was almost passing out of sleep, man. I was so tired, man.
Shit.
And I got to him, yo, man, you got some, man. So, yo, man, you right? I was like, I'm alright, man. But yeah, and he sold me he sold me 2 good grams. You know, it was like 3:30 or something, got back home. Slept like 3 hours.
Crazy. Woke up the next day.
The whole day, plus the show in the evening. And then, yeah, man, it was crazy shit, bro.
The thing you do for that ganja, bro.
Crazy shit, man.
You're determined, man.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't.
Good story, bro.
All worth it, man. All worth it,
We
man.
need to animate that shit. That's what, you know? Make a fucking animation.
Right?
Fuck,
We'll
man.
contact
Never
us.
seen-
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, life is all about this, man.
Facts.
Just doing stuff, you know, that you don't expect the outcome.
Facts.
And that's the
Facts.
cool shit, you know. It's like,
That was a hell of an unexpected fucking
for sure, man.
turn, man.
And the best part is that at the end, you got the weed, bro.
True.
You know?
You still got what you were looking for eventually,
man.
so.
It even feels more like
Yeah?
I fucking did it, you know?
I mean, I guess.
You know, like, not that I would rather just get it into 15 minutes, you know?
True.
Of course, but still, at the end of the day, it's like, it feels more reliefful, you know?
True.
It feels more like a relief.
Yeah,
you know, like,
what's the message of that story? to our listeners.
Resilience, bro.
Resilience.
Resilience,
Just
bro.
keep trying.
Just keep trying, bro.
Keep trying until you fucking.
Things gonna happen, man. Just put yourself in like uncomfortable situations and then I learned a lot from that. I learned like often just not trusting people, you know, spotting,
Of course.
you know, behavioral patterns and shit on people.
If someone wants to take your money or
And I
like
know-
go like super far, man, like you already know.
Exactly, man.
Also that time, bro, after midnight and shit, bro. It's hard to find something positive after that time, bro. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
true stuff, man.
but yeah, man. I'm gonna give you the honors to finish the episode with a recommendation.
Oh, shit.
Track. What you
Okay.
got, bro?
Something for our listeners.
Hey,
Alright, man.
give us something, bro. Give us something.
Wait, let me check
Feel
the
good,
sound
bro.
bank, bro.
Let's get it, let's get it.
Alright, that's a good song.
Let me add my fucking. What's the name of the song, bro?
It's
Yeah,
Ghana.
me.
Ghana.
Ghana. Spaceship.
Pedestrian.
Roland probably knows that song, bro.
Which one?
Pedestrian.
From?
Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah. It's good, man.
I'm not sure, but I do love me some Ghana though.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Turn it up. Turn it up. Oh. Yeah. Metro boy, want some
What
more,
is this song?
nigga. I can be a regular pedestrian. No, I got on my grind, ain't no more stressing. Can't nobody stop me from my blessing. Find this get chicks like I
Lit episode, boys. Lit episode.
It was
Yeah,
good,
guys.
man. It was the coolest shit, man.
True. This is
True,
probably our
it was-
longest episode yet.
It was cool as fuck to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
No
For
problem.
your shit,
It was a
man.
pleasure
I
having
was
you.
flattered, man. I
We
was
had
flattered
to
when you
have
called
Bro,
me,
you've been here like since the beginning
You
of
had
our
so
fucking.
many cool people coming out, you know. I was like, oh shit, man, you know.
We have to get our big rap in
Day
here, man.
one, bro. Day one, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for listening.
It was good, man. Hope you guys appreciate it.
Until next time. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Get it.